Alright, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Today I am bringing you a Blood of the Dead discussion video. I haven't really done discussion videos before in the past, so here goes nothing. So this is just a unscripted video sharing my thoughts on what I think may or may not happen in Blood of the Dead. Now, interestingly enough, I was having a conversation with my friends before all the trailers came out, before all the teasers came out, and I was convinced that we were going to be playing as the Transit crew in Blood of the Dead, or Mob of the Dead Remastered. Obviously that's not the case anymore, but it's very interesting to me that the Primus crew are the characters that we're going to be playing as in this game. And it makes sense. It really does make sense. With the blood vials, it almost seems as if we're trading places with the Mob of the Dead crew. Because we drank the blood vials in Revelations, this made the Primus crew able to switch places with Mob of the Dead characters so that perhaps they can live forever. Until they can find a way to maybe get themselves back into the known universe and back into existence, they decided to change places with the Mob of the Dead characters in order to live forever. Now, that's just my speculation, and that's my theory. Obviously, storyline information and things like that, well, you know, that's Rat Austin, that's Mr. Rafflewaffles. I'm not extremely knowledgeable about that, but I'm telling you based on what I know. Now, another thing that I think that's interesting is, I believe it was in the Mr. Dalek JD video, that he explained that Treyarch is going to do this thing with zombies where you have two playlists in a way, where you have the new characters and you have the Primus characters and the Primus maps. So that'll be interesting if perhaps we can tell the story of Primus in Blood of the Dead and how Blood of the Dead, the Primus characters find a way to break the cycle and get back into the ether so they can contribute to a better story or a higher storyline that somehow ties in with our new characters from 9 and Voyage of the Dead. Voyage of Despair, it's not Voyage of the Dead. I keep calling it Voyage of the Dead, I don't know why. And obviously the blood vials are probably going to play some part in the Blood of the Dead Easter egg, and who knows, you know, Richtofen may still have some sort of knowledge of the Chronorium that our other three characters don't know about, that perhaps Mob of the Dead is that valuable, or even the Easter egg, I'm just thinking about this now, the Easter egg of Blood of the Dead could be freeing the Victus characters, which is the Transit crew, from the cryo chambers in the basement of the prison, and getting them to work out the bidding of our four characters. Now, wouldn't that be an interesting dynamic? Instead of your normal 4-player zombie maps, you have 8. So you can play as Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, Richtofen, Misty, Russman, Stuhlinger, and Marlton. Have an 8-player zombies experience in the next map, DLC 1. Who knows? I think that'd be a pretty cool idea. It would totally blow everyone's expectations out of the water and release an 8-player zombies map. Now, would the Easter egg need to be done with 8 players? That's probably up in the air. But again, this is all speculation, and this is kind of all what I think may or may not happen. Now, the Easter egg to this map could be similar and it could be different in a lot of ways. The Mob of the Dead Easter egg is pretty straightforward after you get the Hell's Redeemer and after you visit the bridge 3 times. Very straightforward Easter egg. Blood of the Dead, however, I don't think is going to be as straightforward. There may be some borrowed aspects from the Mob of the Dead Easter egg. Let's just say maybe the spoon step could be a borrowed aspect. I don't know. But for the most part, the Blood of the Dead Easter egg will probably be something completely different. Even though this is a remastered map, it could be completely different. And I think it will be completely different. Now, because it's a remastered map, and because it has a name change, that's a key element here. It's not called Mob of the Dead anymore, it's called Blood of the Dead. And because of the name change, this implies that it could be a completely new map. The starting room may not be in the cell blocks like we're used to. The starting room could be in the cell blocks near the warden's office, which is where the characters seem to be in the trailer. So that could be the starting room, and other things, other parts of the map could be opened. And that's what I really want to see. like the secret door to the underground science lab through the catacombs somewhere. That would be an amazing addition that I think Treyarch is gonna implement. And they could have a couple tricks up their sleeve here and there, maybe go into the outer docks, or who knows? I mean, the possibilities are endless. Go into some extra prison cells, go into an extra part of the catacombs with the science lab, like I said. Who knows? But obviously Blood of the Dead is going to be a completely different map from Mob of the Dead. Number one, because of the name change, and name changes normally mean this isn't the same map that you used to know. You know, with Zombies Chronicles, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, were expecting something else from the remastered Zombies maps. I think it would have been personally cool for Nocturne and Toten if you could walk outside. That would be a proper remaster. Not to say that the other remasters in Zombies Chronicles weren't proper. I'm just talking about this is a mechanic that wasn't in the game before. Let's put it in the game now to give players something completely different that they haven't experienced and may or may not expect. So those are just my 2 cents on what may or may not happen in Blood of the Dead. Start the discussion in the comments below. I really want to hear what you guys think about Blood of the Dead, what the Easter egg might contain, and could there be potentially ties to Victus? Could there be ties to the Voyage of Despair crew? I forgot their names. I think one of them's Diego, the other one's Charlotte, but I'll explain all that maybe in a different video. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. It's been Jason. I'll see you all next time.